Guys, welcome back. Bitcoin is pumping, but today, after we had a look at Bitcoin, we need to look beyond Bitcoin, because I can tell you there are certain coins that they are partially not on any exchange yet. They gonna pump based on the Ethereum spot ETF. If you want to know which coins I'm buying over this weekend, then make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, and activate the bell so that you will get rich with me together. And now let's jump into today's content here. So first of all, we see that Bitcoin since yesterday made finally a move back to the upside here. You see Bitcoin was moving so fast that I could not even change the color of that support resistance flip zone, which I'm changing now. Here on this 12-hourly chart, when we're looking only at the indicators, the indicators telling us a clear direction here already. And the direction is continuation back to the upside. So why do the indicators tell us that? Because here on the stochastic RSI, we have a buy signal. The RSI was bouncing off the 50% level yesterday and today. And the MACD is printing a lighter red candle that will be confirmed in 14 minutes when we are closing above $69,000 approximately. So, and that will also lead to another buy signal on the MACD. Hence, we are pushing over the golden ratio here at $69,521. And once we are above that level, I believe it will take a couple of hours, something like 24 hours, 48 hours before we are above 70K here. So because we have this downward sloping trend line that we are testing right now, and once we are getting the next 12-hourly candle above this level, trust me, we are going to move here quickly back to the upside. The next initial target here on the higher time frames is $75,376. Here, the 1.618, that is the level that we need to look out for. I actually want to make here a quick box for that. This is what we're looking for in terms of the next target here for Bitcoin. So, and that does not look nice. So now let's move on here. On this 12-hourly chart, so yesterday, if you would have listened to me, you should be here now already in a really nice profit, because we perfectly kind of bounced off here the entry level that I had given a couple of days back. Now we are moving in direction of our resistance area. Also here, this downward sloping trend was acting as support out of that bull flag. And here, the technical targets that most likely we're going to reach in the next couple of weeks, let it be 5-6 weeks approximately, is back in play. But we want to get confirmation for that, and the confirmation comes in when we are breaking above $74,000, breaking the all-time high, and start accelerating to the upside. On the lower time frames, here, same thing. This downward sloping trend line on the 1-hourly got broken. We might see a small correction back to the downside, but I think that will be only short-lived, because here on the 1-hourly time frame, indicators are looking a little bit overheated. Regardless, we see here clearly that we had here a cup and handle pattern. So here is your cup, here is your handle. That broke out to the upside, and here the imminent target. So the target is $72,100 approximately. Is a trade how I would trade this right now if I would be not already in a Bitcoin position that's still a little bit underwater. Wait for the price to come back to potentially retest the upper handle of that cup and handle pattern, and anything between 69,200 to 68,800 is your entry zone. That's where you want to enter for this trade before we are continuing to go here to the upside. So if you see Bitcoin not coming back down there and we start going sideways and start pushing here higher, I would basically then wait for $70,500 to see some 50-minute candles up here, and only enter then, not before. So if we don't get a correction, a small one, where you get the chance to enter, you have to wait that we are breaking into this resistance area up here. Liquidation levels basically also exactly playing out as expected. We have the over-leveraged short liquidity sitting here. We bounced off the EMA ribbon and got a beautiful retest where we went all the way down into the ribbon and came back up, sitting above it, breaking out to the upside here. This smaller bull flag pattern. And here, this bull flag pattern has, of course, a shorter target. Once we are closing here 9 minutes above the downward sloping trend line, the imminent target would be here, $74,780. So here you are basically sitting on the 4-hourly time frame, more or less at a perfect entry. If you see this video and we are not above $69,800, I would actually enter that. You know, forget what I said about the 1-hourly time frame, because you have here a strong pattern. We retested all the way to the bottom, the EMA ribbon, and now got nicely supported from there here to the upside. That is for me a buy in 9 minutes. So when you see that video, it should be still a buy if we're not $500 higher. Yeah, so definitely check that out. So now, you know, my computer crashed overnight. I have to get all the charts back. So here over the last 24 hours, the liquidation heat map clearly tells us where the liquidity sits here that might get taken out today, and that is here $69,700. We are not far away from that. And once we're tapping into this, I expect a short squeeze all the way up to $70,300 and potentially then even higher from there in direction of 71. Around 71, I reckon that we get a small retracement because there is some resistance up there. But once we are breaking through that, there is not really a lot Bitcoin stopping anymore to go to the all-time high. So if we get rejected from the 70K area, then we might retrace all the way back to like 68,400 here to take out the concentrated long leverage players. But right now it looks like we go first up before we come down. So yeah, it might actually take a while. So if we are not coming down here in the next 24 hours, under $69,000 and stay there a little bit, expect that we'll just continue to move here to the upside. When we're looking at the Bitcoin dominance, here what we are seeing is that we broke above the upward sloping trend line, which is basically one of the indicators telling us when we get into an alt season and when we're not in an alt season. So that came back a little bit here to the upside yesterday. I still believe that by tomorrow we see another move to the downside while Bitcoin is going up at the same time. So I'm not really concerned about that. But of course, if Bitcoin starts pushing like crazy now over $70,000 in the next 24 hours, then also the dominance will see another move to the upside, most likely breaking above 55% here again before we're rolling over and then going down for good. Now let's talk about beyond Bitcoin in this upcoming summer, because if you are guys around here for more than one cycle, then you know during the summer things are slowing down in the market and not really a lot is happening. Only certain narratives are running during the summer. And this summer, I can tell you, if you're not blind, you know already what the narrative is going to run. And this is basically everything that uses the Ethereum layer. Why do I say that? Because we got an Ethereum spot ETF. It doesn't matter that the spot ETF is not trading yet. Just the reason that we got the spot ETF will have a trickle-down effect now in the ecosystem. And we basically saw this already today happening. I want to show that to you if I can pull it up. Here we have the Ethereum ecosystem coins. So I filtered it here, Ethereum, see? And everything since yesterday here, okay, not everything, but a lot of Ethereum coins pumped in double-digit numbers. Here, Corgi AI, Pendle, Bonk was over 10%, Ondo, Lido was, I think, yesterday 20%. Today, the high was 15%. Uni was 20% today already. Blur was over 10%. So here, Pepe is 11%. So a lot of coins are above double-digit profits for today. And this will only continue over the next coming weeks, you know. So now imagine if I would go to a weekly chart. So here for the week, you see a little bit, you basically a glimpse, you know, of what's actually coming here. And during the summer, when nothing is running and Bitcoin is basically moving sideways, I'm telling you, we're going to see the trickle-down effect into the Ethereum ecosystem and into on-chain coins. So what are on-chain coins? On-chain coins are coins that are not traded yet on major exchanges, or coins that are on some exchanges but not like on all of them. They're not on Binance, they're not on BYBIT, you know, so there's no leverage involved yet in these coins, you know, so they might be listed on MEXC or something, you know, so but you cannot leverage trade them yet, you know, so and they are still mainly traded volume wise on Uniswap or other DEXs. So, and these are the coins that I'm telling you are going to explode during the summer. And I have completed here in our trade calls and filled in the coins that I believe will do pretty well in that on-chain summer. And the majority of the coins that are going to run are actually AI coins. So, but you don't need to take my word for it, you know. So when we're talking about how the trickle down effect is working, you know, so you have seen this, you know, you have seen this before if you are more than one cycle here around. The path to alt season is first to get a pure Bitcoin run, which we basically got for the last couple of months, where mainly Bitcoin was running. You also saw that in dominance, everybody was concentrated on Bitcoin because of the spot ETF, and we were breaking all-time high before the halving. We got the halving. The whole attention was on Bitcoin. Now, because of the Ethereum spot ETF, attention is shifting to Ethereum, and that also means that the attention is shifting to beta plays on Ethereum. So, and this is what I want to show you here in a moment. So first of all, let's talk quick about the USDT dominance before we are talking about the coins that I want to show you here. So dominance is moving finally here back to the downside, exactly as we were expecting it. The rejection happened at 4.56%. Now we want to see here more follow through tomorrow. We want to see here a continuation to the downside and over the next couple of days. The next level that we need to break is 4.3. Yeah, actually even lower than that. 4.3. So once we are breaking 4.3, I reckon Bitcoin will be over $72,000. Maybe even 70. Yeah, basically. Maybe even above all-time high at this given moment. There's a chance that we are, so I believe we're going to scratch on the all-time high, or will be slightly above that when we are moving again down to the 4.3% level. When we're looking at Ethereum, Ethereum is still in this resistance area here, but also gearing up for another move to the upside right now. And how do I know that? Because we got a wick yesterday, and today Bitcoin against Ethereum is struggling to move lower, back here to like 0.0528. If we can hold here above the 0.054 level more or less, expect that we are going to retest the 0.056 level, and then going to see a breakout to the upside. And that, of course, will also be seen in the Ethereum price. When we're going to the actual Ethereum price, then you see that we are holding nicely above the golden ratio here. But I want to give you here a word of caution. The indicators are still looking a little bit, or starting to look a little bit overheated. The RSI still can go still a little bit higher. There's not a big issue, but the MACD should give us today another buy signal with the daily close. So if we are not seeing tomorrow a push above $4,000 and then settle around the $3,900 mark and start consolidating here, be prepared that Ethereum maybe puts in a BART pattern where we do something like this. So just a word of caution here. And it would not be the worst if that's going to happen, because we would retest the EMA ribbon, which should give us support. And from there, we're starting to rally to the upside. So it might be not the worst idea to put in some buy orders just below the golden ratio and closer here to our support level of $3,360. If you want to catch here Ethereum on the lower end, if we are getting it, you know. So if not, and we are breaking here tomorrow above $4,000, expect that we move a little bit higher and then consolidate around the $4,000 level before we continue to go to the upside. And then in this consolidation is where you want to open then the next Ethereum trade. Now, when we're talking about some of the coins that are going to perform pretty well here, over the next couple of weeks and during the summer. One of them for sure will be Arbitrum. Arbitrum is holding here the $1.16, $1.21 area quite nicely for the time being. We are still above the downward sloping trend line that we have broken and flipped now into support. The stochastic is about to give a buy signal here. Basically in 12 hours when we are closing the new 12-hourly candle. The RSI is going sideways up kindish, and the MACD is still open. Here I just would like to see some follow through, that we actually break above $1.22 and close the candle above that level, so that the MACD is opening a little bit more up again. We get a darker green candle, get continuation, and everything is peachy. I want to have a look here on the EMA ribbon quick, how we are looking there. So that looks good. So we just flipped here. I expect, based on that, some continuation if we can break above the $1.22 level. It is still a good area to enter into Arbitrum. That's more or less where I also opened my trade yesterday. So I'm like kind of break even. So it's not bad to open a trade here and trade this in direction of $2 with some take profiting along the way here at these levels at $1.40, $1.54, and then the next one is like for me at $2 while we are trailing these stop losses. Then Rune broke here also this downward sloping trend and this potential bump and run pattern. So we had here lead end phase, then we had here the bump phase, we had then the breakout with a retest. So here this red candle, I would for now consider a retest if we're not coming all the way back down here to touch the downward sloping trend. If we touch the downward sloping trend, that is your entry, a perfect entry in my opinion. And then we get the upper run to the upside, which is close to $8. So you might be not too late to enter the Rune trade here. Here, yeah, maybe wait another hour, so and see where the price is. If it's closer to the downward sloping trend line, I would enter this and set a stop loss at like $6.55. So if you enter here, $6.55 is not so far away. That's just roughly 1%, so of a stop loss. I would even go a little bit lower, like 6.48. 6.48, target $8. RNDR is one of the AI coins that should see another massive run to the upside pretty soon. Again, there are some numbers coming out that are going to impact RNDR, and there's something else happening that nobody, at least that I have seen, is speaking about, and that is that there is the biggest AI conference in Asia, in Singapore, is happening in 9 days. On the 5th of June is when they are going to start. So it's like 6 plus 5, so 11 days. In 11 days, the biggest AI conference in Asia is happening. And people from NVIDIA, from Fetch, from a lot of other SingularityNet, a lot of big players in the crypto space are part of that conference. So expect AI coins over the next coming 10 days and during this event potentially pump out of nowhere. And because a lot of people on the Western side of the world are not aware of that conference, they're going to think, from why are these coins pumping? So why they are pumping? Maybe the indicators tell you they should not pump, but they are pumping, 10, 20%, because it will be driven from the Asian side based on this conference. So it has proven now more or less that when you have a narrative about so you have a conference about a certain narrative, that coins in that narrative during a big conference perform actually pretty well. Look at Solana Breakpoint. Solana was making like 20-30% into the event and during the event, and some coins in the Solana ecosystem, when they were mentioned on the conference itself, also start pumping. So that is something you should keep this in the back of your mind. So one of the coins that will do well in this on-chain summer is definitely PAL, in my opinion. It is right now in my buy zone, so if you want to buy it, it's a good moment to do so. And then the imminent targets are the golden ratios here on PAL. The 67-cent level and $1.27 more or less. So if you buy PAL now, or you get into par now, then you're looking at almost a 100, basically 194% upside over the next 2-3 months, in my opinion. So the main key indicator that will tell you that we are actually going up there is when you see this downward sloping trend line to be broken around. So let's say we break it in the next 12 days, then the 50-cent level. So that will be your confirmation. But I'm telling you, I would get in here right now, and the stop loss is also mentioned here in the spreadsheet. You know, if you go to the spreadsheet link in the description of the video, you find the link there, and you see all these coins that we are going to talk about are in there with their entries, take profit, and also the stop losses. The next one is Sidious. Sidious is trying to break back into my buy area, and also here we have a downward sloping trend line. Again, if you want to play it safe, you don't really have to, because the downward sloping trend line is in alignment with a break above the buy zone right now, and that basically tells you when we are breaking here a little bit back to the upside, get like 0.0002 cents here of a move, that this becomes a really good buy. And then you have here also again the golden ratio targets, the 0.65 at 1 cent and 2, and then here all the way up 2 cents and 1. And again, this gives also here roughly 210% upside. Again, these trades are not on leverage, guys, you know, so you cannot leverage them anywhere. But this, to make 200% in a matter of like 8 weeks, is pretty amazing, you know. So because you can just put money in there, relax, forget about it, set your take profit points, you know. So if these coins are on an exchange, and forget about it, you know, because during the on-chain summer, we might even outperform my targets, you know. So I keep an eye on them, and will of course let you know if we should adjust our targets higher, and also where I would set my stop losses and so on. Another coin that was getting crushed a little bit in the past was Arthur. I was really bullish on Arthur overall for a long time, and bought it also quite cheap. And I keep buying, guys, you know, so don't think that I bought somewhere here, you know, and tell you now to buy basically my back, you know. I'm that's not what I'm doing. I keep actually buying on these dips, you know. So when Arthur had to take a hit, you know, so and got slapped in the face from the Tor network, that the Tor network is not supporting the Arthur nodes anymore. That basically led to this major drop here. So, but I was buying, you know, I was buying here, I was buying down here, I was buying here. That was a really nice opportunity to buy, because we came from over $2.50 here, where we are basically now again, you know. So, and I saw that was like how much was this? 60% or something to the downside, 40% to the downside. So I realized the discount and bought there, and then I bought also here again, and I just bought today here also again. So my average price, I don't know where my average price is. I think my average price is around $1.80, something like that, you know. So, but I keep buying, because I believe that Arthur will do really, really well here, because they basically fixed that issue that they had, that they're not on the Tor network anymore. They said it's fine, you know, we don't care about this. We built our own thing, and we're going to move on. And now when you see here today, the price above $2.41, I would say that here, this whole area here, that was here support, you see here all these wicks, you know, here a small fake out, here also fake out because of this, and then here this whole area, until we broke this into resistance, might turn then again into support, and then I expect a massive move here to the upside really, really quickly, you know. So hence I have a target here of $3.25, and then a higher target. I think this is yes, almost $6. So from the current price to $6, that is 180% approximately. No, it's a little bit less. It's 114, 136% to the upside. For such a big market cap coin, is that also quite a nice move over the next couple months during the summer. Then Hash AI, another one that can actually go to over 1 cent in the future. So right now it's like at a sixth of a cent. Here, if you want to buy this, I would wait right now for a break of this downward sloping trend line because it's under my buy area. If we move lower, then and you get a chance to buy it all the way down here, do it. I'm gonna show you why, because you see also here we got some movement below that area, but the next time not so much anymore. And the next time when we got a correction here, we just sit above it, you know. So now if we would get a move down into this area here of 1338 or 14, that is a massive buying opportunity, because if it only comes back to like 2, you know, so that's almost 100% move, you know. So hence why I would be loading up quite a lot if you get a chance to buy it down here. Otherwise, if we break the downward sloping trend, that becomes your buy signal, and you trade this then here all the way up to the 468 level, which is, I think, over 300% if you buy it like here. No, this is like a 177% move to the upside. Another one is desync. You find right now desync actually on Gate.io, but you can still not leverage it. Also, we are right now sitting just above my buy area, so it is, in my opinion, a good buy. And here, the level that I would be looking at is 42 cents. So you see, this is not such a massive move here to the upside from where we are currently sitting. And there's like a 44% move. So, but the 2.618, which I believe is reachable in the next coming weeks, is more or less a 100% move to the upside. So, and of course, you should spread a little bit your investments across these coins, you know, so don't go into the coin where you see the highest potential upside and put all your money in there. Spread it, you know. If you can average out 150% because you spread it across all coins, that's amazing, you know. That's a really good return for like 2-3 months. Then C-Pool is actually right now quite strong. Here you have also 2 levels where you can buy between 22.8 cents and 24.3 cents. That is the range where I would be buying right now. If you want to get it as cheap as possible and kind of try to knife catch it, wait for today's candle close and see where we are at. And if we are here back into this zone here, start buying. And if we are here in the middle, just wait until we move here into the 24 cent level, or we actually come down into the 22 cent level, and then trade this here on the higher end to 54 cents, which is 130% roughly of upside. So C-Pool, it might surprise you with a move like this here that we saw here in the past. So, and this move took 10 days to complete from basically from here, from that low 18th of March to 28th of March. That was 10 days for a massive move. Look here, from the bottom all the way up here, there was a 200% move. So C-Pool has the ability to run really fast, really high. So hence why you should position yourself here really quickly before it's too late. So for me, I got unlucky. I will be honest with you. I kind of bought here in the 22 cent area, and I did it over here somewhere, you know, maybe here on this bounce, I think I did it, and I did not cash out at the golden ratio. So now I held it from basically early April until now, and now I'm just back at break even. You know, stuff like this sometimes happens. So, but that's fine, it's part of the game, you know. So you see, there are certain coins that, in my opinion, are going to perform really well, and the reason why I believe they are going to do that is they're all in a massive reaccumulation zone. Let me actually find here one of these coins. Arthur is one of them, you know. So if I would draw another box, I would draw here a box like that, even like this here, you know. So you see here I could draw a box where Arthur was going sideways and try to find momentum to go to the upside, but then it got these issues, you know. So then here again, you see we basically broke out of that reaccumulation area and are ready to see a massive move to the upside with some acceleration. So, and that is across many on-chain coins and II coins right now. The scenario that they are just waking up again to move to the upside. So, in the last time, you can go back to last year and look at the chart. During the summer, these coins were exploding. So, and this summer, I gonna reckon it will be the same thing over again. That's why you need to be in them. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments which coins you are going to buy. And don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.